Real quick, y'all, real quick. So I've said this before, but I love to rehash things. And by the way, guys, if you don't have a face, it's really not a good idea that you make a comment on my channel, okay? Because the authorities watch my channel too. I just want to make that clear, guys. Just want to make that clear. If you do not have a face, even if you do have a face, you still need to know that if you're not living a clean, righteous life, it may not be a good idea for you to comment on my channel, because anybody who even speaks to me, your whole life is being analyzed. Like, imagine being scanned just from talking to a person like me. That's why it pays to be righteous, man, because when you're righteous, that's the only freedom you can have, is doing righteousness. Everything else leads to imprisonment. And the Bible says what? The wages of sin is death. So you have nothing to do. The best thing people can do these days is be righteous. That's the best thing you can do for yourself to maintain some sort of sense of freedom. So I just want to rehash this, guys. I want to rehash this about what I said a while ago. I talked about, what's happening in the most Americas. Now, here's some buildings right here, as y'all see. Here's some buildings in Chicago. And these buildings used to be occupied by Americans. Well, they had to replace the losses somehow, right, to make everything appear normal. So they're replacing all the losses with Indians and Mexicans. I mean, that's what's going on here, guys. And it's not just black people. If you are an American, it's like you basically on a slow kill list. And that's what brings me to the point of, I said a long time ago, if I was to have a job outside of what I'm doing now, like a real job, it would have to be in law enforcement, because everything is being outsourced to these people who don't come from here. And now, like I told y'all before, you got foreigners looking at me like I'm a foreigner. Now, how messed up is that when this is my grassroots? Chicago, this is my home. This is my grassroots. And you got people coming over here looking at me like what am I doing here? I said, oh, okay, I get this. I'm not supposed to be here. So Chicago, they replaced all the losses, all the deaths, black and white, if you're American, drugs, alcohol, take you out in all kind of ways. And they had to replace the losses with the Indians and the Mexicans. That's why I joke around saying that Chicago should be called India and Mexico now, because that's what it is. I mean, these buildings filled with Indians. It really amazes me how many Indians are here in Chicago. I mean, they must have gave free tickets over there to India, because these mugs, man, whole buildings that used to be full of Americans. There's about 6 or 7 of these buildings in a row, all Indians, guys. And the very few Americans you do see, they always look sick or they overweight or something wrong with them. When you come across the average American, something just, it seems like their health is not good. That's why I stick out like a sore thumb so much, because not only am I'm a young black looking male, I'm not supposed to be here. I wasn't supposed to make it out the hood in Chicago. And I damn sure wasn't supposed to make it out of the situation that I was dealing with a bunch of haters that was smiling in my face and stabbing me in the back. Wasn't supposed to make it out, guys. I'm not supposed to be here. I am a walking miracle, and my enemies know it. And now that they know that I know what they know, oh yeah, people are very afraid. But it's not me they should be afraid of. It's God they should be afraid of. I said that over and over. But they only can look at me because I'm a physical object. I'm not doing nothing but doing what I'm supposed to, working hard out here. Yeah, you guys got problems, you better go take it up with God, because that's who you fighting. I told y'all this before. See what I'm saying? But these are the same people who believe in God. Well, But anyway, y'all, that's why the Bible says those who deny the power thereof, the wages of sin is death. But anyway, getting back to the point. Yeah, this is India and Mexico, guys. But if I was to do a job outside of what I'm doing now, the gig work, it would have to be in law enforcement, because I stick out too much like a sore thumb. I mean, guys, getting to the point. I'm like a celebrity walking around. Like, I gotta get away from these people soon, and I'm not trying to boast on myself. I'm just somebody who worked on myself for a long period of time, and people can see that. And if you don't have people that's looking like me out here, that puts me in celebrity status, where you have a lot of enemies, a lot of frenemies, people just hating you for. I mean, I should just be a celebrity. If I got this many enemies, I should just be a celebrity, because I'm already getting used to being famous. My enemies are making me famous. That's what they doing. See what I'm saying? So yeah, guys, that's what it is. I would have to be in law enforcement as an American because there's no. I mean, you either working at Walmart, or you gonna be in law enforcement, right? Or you gonna be sitting up in a crib somewhere sick on UBI. But that's all I want to say about that, guys. And yep, that's the truth about it. I'll let y'all later. Peace.